I was literally exporting the media for this video and then I forgot that I didn't do an intro. So now I have to do it right now. I had 3 minutes left. Hi, hello, bonjour, yasimika. My name is Elle, and this is part 2 of me reading my Wattpad story from back in the day, back in the. If you haven't seen part 1, you really should, because this won't make sense. You won't get the story, the plot, or just keep watching. I mean, do you? You could watch that in order. Let's get into it. Or would it be this way? Or forward? Let's get into it. Okay, we finished another part, so you know what that means. Shots. I'm only gonna do half a shot though, because, well, this would technically be a one shot, but clinky sinky. Okay, chapter 3. If you think he'll change, you're wrong, bitch. It's been 2 or so weeks. I don't really know. I've lost track of time here. All I know is Thanksgiving is around the corner and I'm disappointed. I usually spend Thanksgiving with Dr. Price. I have been for about 5 or 6 years now. I hope she isn't worried about me too much. She obviously don't care about you that much, because she ain't called a cop, she ain't text you nothing. Like, I've been the maid/cook and it hasn't been too bad considering my circumstances. I haven't seen Noah in a while since he's been on a business trip, and I started to make friends here. Mara, one of the maids, has become my best friend in a matter of days. Being around someone 24/7 leads you to spill secrets and grow a bond you honestly can't find anywhere else. Mara is actually Gruff Voice's girlfriend, who I found out is named Jack. Jack and Mara are so cute together. You'd never expect such a crazed man to be so loving towards an innocent girl like Mara. Let's ban the word innocent. Let's ban it. I hope I find a love like theirs. If I ever escape, that is. I gotta prepare, because this girl, her voice is insane. Oh, Noah! A shrill voice comes from the entrance of the house. I jump out of my seat and get busy working it once again. Daydreams of escaping are over, I guess. I start to rewipe the same area on the island as I once was, and then I turn to do the one bowl in the sink. The voice says in a sing-songy voice, and I cringe at the offbeat song she's attempting to sing. Oh, offbeat? Okay. The clacking of heels takes me out of the horrid trance, and a woman not much older than me comes through into the kitchen. You're 17. Not much older than you? What is that, like 19? First of all, how old is Noah? We didn't address that, did we? No. Because I knew, even at that age that I was, I probably knew that age gap was atrocious, and you're a minor. Boo. Don't mind me, my hair's not done. And if you talk about my hair during Black History Month, yeah. Wait, will it be Black History Month when this goes up? No, but still, it's Women's History Month. So, yeah. I keep referencing in this video that she's like a minor and 17, and that's because even though in the description I put her as 20, every time I was writing it I envisioned the girl as 17. So yeah, she's 17, she's a minor. So if you hear me in the video being like, you're a minor, you shouldn't be doing that, you're a minor, it's because she is. But I just said she's 20, so just imagine a 20-year-old with the mind of a 17-year-old. It's basically the same thing. Her short, straight, blonde hair reaches up to her shoulders as she flips it to the side in an inhumane way. As if she's trying to remove her head from her body. She's tall, around 5'6". I love how I think 5'6" is tall. I mean, it is. I mean, on a woman, it definitely is. It's just so funny. She's tall, around average height for a woman. And her green eyes pierce into mine as she scans my whole outfit. Her eyes narrow before she leans against the doorframe as if she's processing. Hello, miss. Whose voice is that? Hello, miss, I say in the nicest voice I can muster. I'm Rose, one of the maids in this house. And you are? Heather, she says in a snippy voice, but her body seemed to relax at my words. I'm Noah's girlfriend. Her words shocked me, but I kept an expressionless face. Who knew the terrifying Noah could have a girlfriend? He's probably so rude to her. Honestly, I couldn't care less who's in his bed at night as long as they don't wake me up at night. Well, Noah's not here. He's on a business. The door slams open, and I once again jolt in my spot. I get scared super easily. And the fact that people keep scaring me is getting old fast. I rush past Heather to see the noise, and I can hear her following close behind. To my surprise, a huffing Noah is standing at the door. He straightened himself up before zeroing his gaze on me, eyes blazing. I've been knocking on that door for 5 minutes now. I even rang the doorbell. You don't have a key? The doorbell must be broken. I didn't hear anything in the kitchen. I say calmly. It's his house. He should have a key. Exactly. But I'm not going to be the one that evokes that beast. I'm kind of funny. Very well then. I'll ask someone to look at it, Noah says with a sigh. Heather raises her eyebrows as if to say, what the fuck? And walks over to Noah. You can't possibly believe her just like that. I do, and that's that. So drop it, Heather, he says with a rigid voice, almost as if he was irritated. Almost. What a surprise. Heather huffs a sigh and shakes her head. Fine, run along then, River. I didn't feel like correcting her, so I turned to walk away. Before getting to the kitchen, I hear Heather whisper, Are you insane? I just chuckle and start to go to dinner with Mara. I won't let her get to me. So, you met the devil incarnate, haven't you? Mara giggles as she starts mixing drinks. I wouldn't say the devil per se, more like one of the henchmen. We giggle quietly as to not get in trouble. I mean, she wasn't horrible, but I could tell she didn't like me. When Noah stood up for me, she looked as if to say, if you think he'll change, bitch, you're wrong. That's such a weird place to put it. But I never showed interest in him. Mara eyed me suspiciously. I don't know, Rose. You two would have amazing, drop-dead gorgeous kids. Mara, I whispered. If Helder the bitch hears you, I'm deader than the cow who made this burger. Half of my body's like, damn, you kind of slapped. And the other half of my body's like, what the fuck does that even mean? Helder the bitch? I really must have thought really long and hard about that one. Mara burst out laughing this time, and I joined her. She was my sanity in this place. If she ever left, I think I would die in here. That's what we call in the biz for. And what is it that is so funny that you stopped cooking such a delicious meal? Jack says as he saunters in. I laugh again. Nothing you'd care about. You're right. Girl talk is gross. I'm glad Mara found someone with the same sense of humor, or I'd never hear the end of her corny jokes. Hey! Mara exclaims before playfully glaring at us as we laugh at her. I love your jokes, babe, but sometimes I want peas and not corn for dinner. Okay. I can explain that. I used to say this thing back in the day where I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're so corny. You should be a farmer. As to say, like, you know, farmers plant corn, blah, 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 blah. So in this joke, it's basically in that same kind of context. It's not funny though. I find it funny, but I know it's not funny. Jack laughs slightly and he wraps his arms around Mara and gives her a kiss on the cheek. A kiss on the cheek. He whispers something in her ear and she goes beet red. I just need to have a talk with Mara real quick. Jack winks and walks upstairs with Mara in tow. You guys are gross, I yell while laughing again. I totally misjudged Jack. He's a lovable guy that's funny and actually really nice. He isn't mean at all, only on the job. And he doesn't get his rocks off to Pain, he gets his rocks off to Mara. I scrunched up my face in disgust and started fake gagging. Now I have images that I need to cleanse out of my body. After dinner, Mara and Jack once again headed to their bedroom. Do they ever give it a rest? Heather glared at me as I picked up the dishes and brought them into the kitchen. Boo, like chill? Chill, boo. It's woman empowerment. Woman with women, okay? I don't understand why Heather's going so, while Heather is going so hard for you. I'm going to head upstairs, okay, sweetie? Heather said in a sickly sweet tone, and I heard Noah hum in response. I picked up the wine glasses on the island and turned to the sink. Just as I turned, I was met with a face full of blonde before falling to the ground, shattering the glasses. Watch where you're going, bitch. And those were expensive. I hope you have money. She laughs in a humorless manner before walking up the stairs. Ha, ha, ha. I hear footsteps as I start picking up the glass, and then the sounds of the glass being swept up beside me. That's an idiotic thing to do. Use the broom. Noah's deep voice fills my ears. I don't respond and continue picking up the glass. I forgot about this. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll leave me alone. I hear him sigh and start mumbling to himself before I turn to see him picking up the glass with his hands as well. I hesitantly get up to throw out the glass. Fuck. Fuck, Noah says with a strain. I turn around and see a glass shard stuck in the side of his arm. How did that happen? I don't even know how it got there, but I felt compelled to get it out. He starts to reach and pull it out. What are you doing? The words flow out of my mouth before I can even think. He looks up at me confused. Taking the glass out? He states as more of a question than a statement. You'll bleed out. Haven't you ever taken a bullet out, Mafia man? I stand triumphantly as if I've made the greatest comeback ever. Which is true, by the way. Which is so true. Like in movies, they always take the knife out, which makes no freaking sense because you'll literally bleed out. In this context, like it's literally like known in the, medical world that like you were supposed to leave that blade in, do not take it out. Like it is so much worse if you take it out. In this context, it's a little shard of glass. Like he'll be fine if he takes it out. He definitely won't bleed out. But I made it seem like it's so dramatic. He chuckles before saying, it's not that serious, before reaching to pull it out again. Wait, I say hesitantly. I'll do it for you. He stares intensely at me before picking himself up and sitting in a chair. I easily find the first aid kit in one of the drawers before moving back to him. How did you know where the kit was? Bitch, I've been living in this house for 2 weeks. I think I know where the kit was. He asks with burning curiosity. I fidgeted with my fingers and pulled down my sleeves farther. I get into a lot of accidents. I bite my lip, hoping he'll believe my lie. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I wrote that. That's terrible. Baby girl, what were you in? What were you going for? If there wasn't glass in my arm, I'd ask. I sigh and turn to the kit. Let me see your arm. I have to change the subject. This isn't the time to talk about my problems. Not like he'd care. I slowly move. This is where, okay. I need to preface this, y'all. I was a minor, okay? I was reading a lot of things I shouldn't have. So this part is very chill. The next chapter is very like 18 plus. And I shouldn't have been writing 18 plus shit if you weren't fucking 18. So I'm going to skip that chapter, but I'll finish this chapter and then just move on to the next chapter. Cool. But this part is just like, whatever. I slowly move in between his legs and I feel my breath getting shaky. I stare intensely at the cut as if it's the most interesting thing in the world and I start working my magic. I feel his gaze on me the whole time as I work. When finished, I begin to move away before I feel his hands wrap around my waist and he hugs me with so much force it knocked the wind out of me. I feel my heart warm at the gesture and begin to slowly hug him back. All my bad thoughts about him flew out the window. You haven't even seen him for 2 weeks. Like, it's been 2 weeks, but you haven't seen him for 2 weeks. So that technically you've only known him for 5 minutes when he first kidnapped you and chained you up and told you to shut the fuck up to survive. Like, that's the only time y'all ever spoke. And now you're hugging him? Okay, bitch. Stay with me, please. Tell me about those accidents, he suddenly states. I try to move out of his grasp, but he just holds on tighter. Like you'd care, I scoff. I'm the only one that does. That's kind of sweet. No, it's not. Authors, no. It's New Year's Eve. I won't say the year, 1:32 a.m. And I got inspired to write. Now I'm so tired, so I'm going straight to bed. Happy New Year's, kiddos. I love ya. So I'm going to read the chapter up until the 18 plus part. And then I'm not going to read the 18 plus part because boo. Chapter 3. No, this is chapter 4. Chapter 4. Let's take another shot. I'm about to finish this. I might actually just finish these, to be honest. I'm almost done, yeah. Okay. Oh, sore crazy. Chapter 4. What the hell am I doing? Good question, bestie. You're 17 and he's like, what? Not? Stay. For some reason, I feel compelled to listen to him. I sigh and I start to tell him my story. I suffer from oh, guys, because I suffer from this too, so I was writing about me. This is killing me. I suffer from severe depression and anxiety. There was a time in my life, dark time, where I used to myself, I say with a shaky breath. I don't know if it's the fact that I know I won't ever escape, or maybe the comfort of his hug, but it makes me want to talk about myself more. I don't do it anymore, for the most part. He lifts his head and I look down at him. It's at this moment that I realize that my hands are in his hair, but I don't care to move it. Babe, I know you're 17, but I know you have a conscience. Pause the fucking music. Pause the music. He kidnapped you 2 weeks ago. What happened to gain his trust so you find the best plan to escape? You forgot about that plan immediately. For what? Some hazel eyes? Boo. What do you mean for the most part? When's the last time you did it? I inhaled deeply. I figured he would ask that. Idiot. The second day I got here, no attences, and I somehow start to feel guilty. I don't want him to worry about me. He didn't worry about you, and he never will. My subconscious is right. I don't know why I told him. It's not like I'm important to him. I'm just extra baggage. It's whatever. I don't even know why I told you, honestly. Noah looks up again and stares intensely into my eyes.
Ow! Jump scare.
I start to see the specks of blue in his eyes, and I take the moment to inspect his whole face once again. It's not whatever. I'm upset that I put you through this. I just can't risk any casualties in my plan. I softly glare at him. I resent him for keeping me here, but then again, he gave me a life with friends. It's hard to complain about that. I'm too drunk. I can't focus on this right now. How many times do I have to reiterate that he literally kidnapped you? What are you talking about? He gave you a life with friends. You could have found friends on your own free will. You're trapped. Woo! I really tried to make him redeeming. As the author, I tried to make him a redeeming character so that people wouldn't be like, boo, he sucks. Because a lot of people aren't able to make their main guy mafia characters be good people, but they literally can't be good people because they literally kidnap. What part of kidnapping do you not understand? What part of kidnapping equals back do you not understand? It's terrible. I'm gonna read ahead a little bit to see if
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my God.
I wish I could read this to you, but trust me when I say Wow. Just know I'm gonna try and explain the PG parts. So he sees her scars and he kisses them and he says, "You're beautiful. I hope you know that these scars don't define you. Your demons don't define you." And then there's a part where she goes "Hey, don't, you have a girlfriend." And he's like, "She'll survive." Okay. And then, let's see. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. He says to her, "You're fucking beautiful." Okay. Wow. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Heather comes into the, like, Heather comes, no. Heather also says something. She goes, "Noah, come back to bed, sweetie. You know I can't sleep without you." And Rose jumps back because she's embarrassed. But no, it doesn't stop there apparently because, wow. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I kind of wrote it pretty well. Like, honestly, it's not that bad. But also, like, what the fuck? Wow. Girly pop. Girl. Oh my god, it's finally over. Okay. Honestly, it's not even that long. I just was rereading the same thing over and over and over again. Stuff happens, and then Heather, they don't go that far, by the way. Heather's like, "Noah, I swear to everything, if you don't come upstairs now, I will fuck you up." Heather says with slight amusement. This time, she moves. Wow. And then she says the iconic title of the chapter, "What the hell am I doing? This was so wrong on so many levels." Cue One Direction's Stockholm Syndrome. That was a song that, because whenever I write, I play a song, and that was the song that I was hearing the most, and so I based it off that, but I also based it off the title. Honestly, I don't remember if the lyrics even match that, and it's just called Stockholm Syndrome, but whatever. I'm sorry, sir. That was unprofessional, I say with a tight-lipped smile. I know I don't work for him, but that was definitely to spite him. What? Honestly, let's make him British too. What? Flower? I'm confused. But before he could continue, she does something, and I run upstairs using the back elevator. The back elevator is for the maids. Author's note. It was probably too early for this, but guess what? Life happens at weird times, man. No, it's chapter 4. It definitely happened at too early. At that time, I really hated slow burns. That's not true. I just read a lot of slow burns, so I was tired of them, but I was also tired of like books that had like in the first chapter. So I was trying to find a healthy medium. Chapter 4? Not very happy, not very medium. Anyway, I'm reformed now. Slow burns is like my bread and butter. Call me a preservative because that's my jam. So we are on to chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. This is the last of both my sojus. I finished both my sojus today, and I feel the effects. Like, definitely, I feel the effects. That's why the audio is probably horrible. I'm so sorry. Clink. Wow. I'm feeling it now. Like, I was feeling it earlier, but I'm feeling it now. Chapter 5, R.I.P. One Direction. You did what? Mara exclaimed, sitting up from her lying position on the couch. I sit up slightly and lean on my elbows. And why did you wait to tell me? It's been a month, I say with a shrug and lie back down. I avoid him as usual, and he has his whole Heather. I'm reformed, okay? I had severe, not like other girls syndrome. So it was just and also at the time when I was writing this, a lot of guys, I'm like so drunk. Oh my God. At the time that I was writing this, a lot of women were called like that. So that's why I said it. It was definitely wrong. And even if she was fucking around, good for her. Like, she gets more than others. So live her life. She's not even a hoe. She has a boyfriend. Like, how is she a hoe? She has a boyfriend. Misogyny. I stare at the ceiling deep in thought before turning to Mara. She smirks at me slightly. You're jealous, she says with enthusiasm. I crinkle my eyebrows. How do you do that? Like that? And scoff. What? I'm being dramatic. She just says, what? No way in hell. She looks me up and down. Oh, wow, you're so jealous, she sings. I'm so not jealous. I could care less about what he does with her. I could care less about what he does at all, I huff. The girl's a liar. The girl's a liar. My breath gets a little heavy and I feel a blush coming on. But she's black, so you don't see that blush. Mara raises her eyebrows. Okay, maybe I'm a little jealous, but that barely means anything. It means a whole lot, actually. I think that means you like him. Even if it's a little bit, you still feel the spark. Isn't that romantic? She rambles. No, because he kidnapped her. How many times do I have to say that? How many times do I have to say that? I sigh deeply. It would have been romantic if he didn't kidnap me first. Besides, it's only the 5th chapter. I can't possibly fall in love. I can't possibly fall in like. What? It would have been romantic if he didn't kidnap me first. Besides, it's only the 5th chapter. I can't possibly fall in like, let alone love with this demon. I feel like dying. So I thought it would be quirky and cool to like break the 4th wall, but like, boo, ooh, shiro, I don't like it. Hearing myself say demon reminds me of what we experienced a month ago. You're beautiful. I hope you know that these scars don't define you. Your demons don't define you. By the way, so I don't know if it translated that well with my writing, but that incident that they had, it has been a month since that incident, which I said right there, but I didn't know if it actually like made sense. So I slightly shiver. Guys, this isn't the video to talk about it, but I have guys, holy shit. Okay, I have my own dance move that I do. It's obviously not original, like everyone dances like this, but this is my dance move and it goes with everything. Okay, are you ready? So you have to like make a like that, and then you have to, anyone could do it, just do it to the beat. Ready? It's so fun. It's so fun. Back to the story. I didn't drink any water in the middle of me drinking. That's the reason why I'm acting like this. I slightly shiver, but smile at his words. He was so caring that night. The next morning, he acted as if I was beneath him. 1 step forward, 2 steps back, I guess. This was before Queen Olivia Rodrigo made 1 step forward, 3 steps back. So I was ahead of the game technically. I mean, it's a common saying, but still, I was ahead of the game. You know what I mean? She read this draft that I never published, and she was like, "I'm gonna write a story on that. I'm gonna write a song on that." I guess you're right, but you have to admit you like him a teeny bit. It's a small dose of Stockholm syndrome. Mara giggles. R.I.P. One Direction. You'll be dearly missed. Mara wipes a fake tear before putting a finger to her chin and thinking deeply. What about chapter 15? She says randomly. I laugh at her. If we even get that far. Mara starts laughing too while Jack comes in, confused as always. I really was going for that meta thing, like that's so funny. I'm back on the floor because the lighting was like getting really terrible. Like, I'm sorry for the bad lighting, and I'm sorry that I'm moving around the camera so much. I can't be professional anymore. The alcohol's too in my system. I have to hurry up before I start like getting emotional. That's the reason why I'm kind of rushing. Mara starts laughing too while Jack comes in and confused as always. Rosie Posey, the boss wants to see ya, he says after shaking his head at us. 2 weeks after the Noah incident, Jack and I started to hang out more. He's a great guy and perfect for Mara. This is like the 3rd or 4th time that I said that Jack is a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. No, he's not. He's a murderer. He's become my big brother here. I honestly still can't believe I misjudged him. I'm still going to give myself the benefit of the doubt, though. I mean, he did help kidnap me. We get it. Who are you trying to convince? Who are you trying to convince? Yourself or the audience? He's not a good man. He pew-pews for fun. I somehow forgave him after he begged for forgiveness and apologies through food. I may be stubborn, but Dr. Price always told me to forgive and not forget, but also watch your back. People can ask for forgiveness, but never actually change. I keep that in mind while forgiving Jack, and I still keep that in mind to this day. I don't see why. There are like 20 or so maids in this place. Why request me? I say, still lying down. There is no way in hell I'm going to him. He sounds pissed. I suggest you go before he kills us all, Jack says, before flying on top of Mara, her squealing in the process. I guess, I drawl out. If it's to save you guys, I say with my most dramatic eye roll before dragging myself up and out of the living room. For all the people of Rosetown, I will fight in your honor, I say with a salute. Jack and Mara both salute while Jack says, God bless you, soldier. Good luck. I nod quickly and rush to the back elevator, anxiously awaiting my fate. Arthur, no. Pretty much a filler, but the next chapter will be juicy, I promise. I also think I'm going to have an upload schedule. I'll be posting on Wednesdays and Fridays, but only if I'm in a good mood, said Friday. I want to make this book really good, but I've never been good at details. Since school drilled my brain to always summarize, I forgot to start adding meat to my bones. So it's like starting from writing scratch. Be patient. It gets better. Also, my birthday passed. 1/8, won't say the year. And so I wanted to post a birthday special, but I couldn't keep my eyes open. It was crazy. Anyways, till next time. That was a long author's note. Chapter 6. You were just collateral damage. I wring my hands nervously as I approach his room. Walking down the corridor, I move at a snail's pace. I really don't want to see him right now, or ever, for that matter. I finally reach his office door. The door is an oak, which contrasts slightly with its deep red color. The handles look as if they are dipped in gold, and I can't help but stare at the details of the door. Take your sweet time staring at the door, as much as possible. I try to avoid the inevitable. I raise my hand slightly and brush the door, barely counting it as a knock. Oh, like this. I wait a few seconds for a response. When I don't get one, I relax. Well, you can't say I didn't try, I say under my breath and turn to leave. The door swings open and I wince. Of course. Too good to be true. And where do you think you're going, Flower? His deep voice greets me. Just about to go to do some laundry. I'm really in the cleaning spirit today. You've complained about cleaning for the past 2 weeks, he says with an eyebrow raised. I'm trying to have a new positive outlook on life, I say, bobbing my head like a surfer. I'm trying to have a new positive outlook on life. I turn quickly and try to make a run for the back elevator. Not so fast! His voice booms and I freeze in place. We need to talk, he says sternly, and I feel like I'm getting broken up with all over again. I close my eyes and sigh before trudging into his office with my shoulders slumped. Sit, he says, and I look around his office before choosing the maroon couch farthest from his desk. I sit up straight and stare out the window. Maybe if I don't move, he won't see me, I say to myself, forgetting he was in the room to hear me. Oh my gosh, I hate stuff like that. Flower, where'd you go? He said sarcastically. I turn to glare at him as he snickers in his chair. How does one snicker? It gets quiet again. I can feel him staring me down. It's not uncomfortable, but it's slowly getting there. Why are you avoiding me? He says after a while. Bitch, what do you think? I glance at him before turning back to the window. Bad timing? I shrug nonchalantly. That doesn't make any sense, he scoffs. I abruptly stand up and glare at him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Master Noah. I'm sorry that I'm not one of your little whores who runs around and does your every bidding willfully, I might add. Where is this coming from? Chill. I know that y'all did some stuff, but still that's not... He could still pow you in a second. And then also, whores? What happened to women support women? I start to walk over to him until I'm right in front of him. Who the hell do you think I am? What we did was wrong. I know little to nothing about you, and if horny Heather didn't ring her screechy voice bell, then we would have gone farther than normal, and I don't want that. You kidnapped me, for Christ's sake, and you just expect me to just mate on you hand and foot and be your quick fuck when you've run out of a... I wrote this? Okay. You kidnapped me, for Christ's sake, and you just expect me to mate on you hand and foot and be your quick fuck when you've run out of pussy supply? Nuh-uh. No freaking way. It's a no from me. I lean into him until I'm square in the face with him. Why did you kidnap me, huh? Answer the damn question before I answer yours, I huff. I didn't know I even had it in me. I watched as his face darkened before softening, and I involuntarily take a step back. He shoots his hands out and puts them on my waist. I start to feel the heat from where his hands are, and memories of the kitchen incident floods back. I try to suppress it before waiting for his response. He pulls me close and he hugs me. Stop! What is that saying? Circle dot, circle dare. Do not pass my no square, bitch. He pulls me close and hugs me. His arms are wrapped around my waist, and my hands involuntarily run in his hair again. Stupid hands. He looks up at me again. If you ever yell at me again, I'll rip your tongue out. He stares at me and I gulp. Nope. That was kinda hot, not gonna lie. I'm kinda... Boo! He chuckles. I scoff. Noah, I... Say my name again, flower. Ooh, I want to kill myself! He smiles up at me, like a 5-year-old on Christmas. I roll my eyes and he sighs. I'm sorry that things ended up this way. I had business that had to be taken care of. Still do. You were just collateral damage. Damage. I'm always damaged. Theo used to say that all the time. My eyes start to blur with tears. I'm damaged, huh? I laugh dryly. Dr. Price talked to me about trigger words. We're in a flashback. I'm going to say a few words just to see how you react to them, okay? She says calmly. I smile stiffly and nod. Idiot. Ugly. Upset. Disgusting. Insecure. Chaotic. Damage. I start to hyperventilate at the word. Damage. I hate damage. I start to mumble. What does it remind you of? Him. Dr. Price nods and starts to write in her notebook. Practice the breathing exercise I taught you, she says as she looks up. It seems that you, my dearest, have a trigger word. I sigh after calming down. Of course I do. I hate him with everything in me, and hate is a strong word. He did this to me. He made me feel worthless. He made me forget me. Author's note. Ugh, I suck at keeping my own date. Next time, I promise to keep my promise and maybe double update. I'll keep you posted. Mwah! Please, Sheba, please don't kill me. I feel like y'all enjoy the nibbles. You don't need a full 3-hour course meal just because I talk too much. That's not fair to y'all. That's not fair to myself. That's not fair to my laptop, okay? She's doing the best she can. So I'm sorry. I have to split up into 3 parts. I thought I was only going to split up into 2, but I have to... 2? I thought I was only going to split it up into 2, but I have to split it up into 3. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much. I love you. Sarangeo. Te quiero mucho. Te amo. Buen menú. Did I say the others? Je t'aime? Did I say that? Yeah, I got them all. I'm gonna look it up right now for y'all, cause I keep saying I'm gonna do it and then I don't. Oh my gosh, I did look this up. Hold on. Aiste. Guys, if I fucked it up to the Japanese, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna learn for real. Aiste. That. I'll get her to say it again. That will be corrected next time. Love you all. Bye-bye. Remember to do something nice for someone today. Give a hug and kiss to your loved ones. because you never know what they're going through. And I hope this video gave you some form of entertainment, an escape from your life, anything. Cool. Peace out, baby pandas. Can you see me well? Can't you see me? Okay, slay. I missed. Oh my gosh.